And this is order of operations, okay? And this is something you'll use for the rest of your life, okay? I want you to write down this. PEMDAS.
Oh,
okay? For those of y'all that were here last year, heard me say this, PEMDAS. Another way some people do it is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Oh, that's so.
Whatever. Yes.
I try to remember what they are. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract.
Yes, very good. Now, there are key arrows that I'm going to put on here that are important for you to know. Okay? I'm putting arrows there. Okay? The reason why I'm putting them there is that it could be that. Okay? Now what I mean by that is, if this is parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Basically, you're going to multiply or divide whichever one comes first from left to right. That's why I drew my arrow from left to right. Okay, does everybody understand? And then you're going to add or subtract whichever one comes first from left to right. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? We'll actually do some so you'll understand, hopefully. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay?
What was P&E?
Parentheses, exponents. Okay, so this is like a problem that you'll see, okay? All right, so do I have any parentheses?
No.
No. Do I have any exponents?
No.
No. Okay, do you see a multiplication problem?
Yes.
Or division?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to look at these two, and we're going to go from left to right. Could be division first, then multiplication, or multiplication, then division. It doesn't matter. You have to go from left to right. So what's the first problem you see left to right?
Multiplication.
Yes, this one right here. Okay? And then there's another one right there. All right? So let's go on and do this problem. 4 times 3 is 12. And I like to go on and bring everything else down. Make this the longest thing, because that way you make sure you're getting every step.
I remember this.
Okay? And a while ago we did that one, okay? So what is 4 divided by 2?
2.
2. Bring everything else down. Then, what do we have left? Adding and subtracting. So we're going to go from left to right, whether it's subtracting first and then addition, or addition first, then subtraction. Doesn't matter. You're going to go from left to right. So what is 12, or 2 plus 12?
14.
And 14 minus 2 is 12. So your final answer would be 12. Okay?
It's easy.
Pretty easy, huh? They do get harder as the book continues on, but that one's pretty simple. Okay. Now, let's say you have one with a division bar. Does everybody remember what that dot in the middle means? Okay, hopefully you do. Okay, now, whenever you come to one of these that has a division bar in the middle, you're going to answer everything on the top, answer everything on the bottom, then divide. Okay, so you do everything up here, you do everything down here if there was more, okay, and then we divide at the end. That's the very last step. Okay, so write that down somewhere. When dividing with a division bar, what I mean by division bar is this right here. Solve on the top, solve on the bottom, then divide. Got it. Okay, so let's do solve on top. Okay, so we're going to see, is there any parentheses? No. Is there any exponents? Yes. Okay, and what does this mean? 3 times 3, 2 times is 9. I'm just going to erase to help me out. Okay, any multiply or dividing from left to right. It's going to be multiplication. And 5 times 3 is 15.
15.
Okay, is there any adding or subtracting? Yes. So we're going to go 9 plus 15 is 24. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. Very good. And so that's how you'll do that. Now, this next one that you're going to see me do, you have to follow by what I'm saying. It's very important. Okay? So if they tell you to evaluate A plus AB, and they tell me that A is 3 and B is 4. Okay? What I want you to do, your very first step, is to put parentheses around each letter. Especially important on the next problem we'll do. Okay?
All of the letters, like everything.
So what you'll do is each letter you'll put parentheses around. Just like that. Step 2 is you'll insert the numbers. So here, A is going to be 3. A is 3. B is 4. And then it's very easy from there. So what would I do first?
Multiply A and B.
I would multiply these two. Okay? 3 times 4 is 12. And 12 plus 3 is 15. Right? All right, let's try this next one. It's a little bit harder. Okay, this is what it says. X, Y, it can be any letters combination. X divided by 2. Okay, X is 9, and Y is 2/3. That's where it kind of gets hard. Okay, again, what's my very first step, Lane?
Oh, crud. Wow. You parentheses around each
Okay.
letter, and then
Okay, step 2, insert the numbers. X is 9. X is 9.
Y is 2.
Y is 2/3. Okay.
And then do you want me to keep on going?
Okay, so now, as you can see, we have this problem and that problem, okay? And so if we're going from left to right, when I say are there any parentheses, there aren't, because there's not a problem within the parentheses. We have put in our own parentheses, but they're not talking about those. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
It's not like 5 plus 4 in a problem, okay? This is a parentheses problem. That's what that stands for. Okay, so are there any parentheses based on what I just said?
No.
No. Are there any exponents? No. Is there any multiplying or dividing?
Yes.
Yes. Left to right is the direction we're going, okay? So I'm going to multiply 9 times 2/3. So that's exactly what I'll do, okay? How do I make 9
9 over 1.
into a fraction? 9 over 1 times 2/3, okay? So 9 times 2/3 becomes 18/3. Okay, so anybody know what the answer is on that part? Yeah, 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, and then 9 divided by 2, do we know that?
No.
No. Okay, so what should I do here?
Put it over 1 and then.
Okay, sort of.
Oh, that's alright.
If I were doing this problem, would take 9 divided by 2, and I would actually make it into a mixed number. Okay, so let's do that. 9 divided by 2 becomes 4.5. Now, let's look at the problem. 6 minus 4.5. And last 2 weeks ago, we did some of these problems. So 6 minus 4.5. What's the best way for me to do that?
Make 6 fractions. Sorry,
Make
no. Take 1 away from
Yes, make it 5 and 2 over 2. Does everybody remember how we did that? Okay, because this is 5 whole pies, and 2 out of 2 slices makes another whole pie, which is 6. Okay, but we need whole pies and fractions to do this problem. And then let's work it like normal. 2 minus 1 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. The answer is 1.5. Everybody feel like they got it? Understand how to do it? All right, that's lesson 52, guys.